Hello. How's everyone? So that we have some more calming music. You were incorrect. 5 stars, you have 2 left. Yeah, I believe the 4th star was in like Mulville or something. 5th star was Sea Shanty Town. Third was cakes, second was bow, first was knife. The game is good, yeah. So yeah, you really only have the Power Rangers and then you have the final boss. Because unlike in the Paper Mario games, you don't collect all 7 of the stars or MacGuffins and then fight the final boss. You get the 7th MacGuffin after the final boss in the first RPG. So yeah, you're almost done with the game. Be warned though, because it does get pretty dangerous from here on out. As for me, there hasn't really been much to talk about. I've just made progress on that one drawing. I also did apply for like a job at T-Mobile. Because while I do have that interview at Lowe's, it is always better to have other stuff rather than just bank it all on one interview thingy. You made a massive beehive? Nice. Alright. Don't really have much else. So let's continue. Right, okay. I got worried for a second because I thought I had Charcoal out by the time I ended the stream, but no, Charcoal was at the level that he was last at. You're missing one annoying slime NPC? Which ones do you have? Mystic Slime. I believe you get Mystic Slime by waiting for a specific frog critter to spawn in the jungle and then use purification powder on it. Old shaking chest is with the elder slime in it is just, you know, you need a key and you need to get to it before it dies. Thank God the Onyx missed. Hey, level 37. We're already making progress. 83, 82, 61, 61, 40. You've been thunderstruck. Have you just been searching the jungle, or are you trying to search in a town jungle? Because I do believe critters spawn a lot more when there's friendlier NPCs nearby. So like if you have a town in the jungle, a lot more critters should be spawning instead of a lot of enemies. You could also try making peace candles as well. I wonder if a calm potion and a battle potion would work together to only make critters spawn, but make them spawn more frequently. You know, I was definitely able to get some more experience now that it's not being split. Is dual strength just not that effective against the Golbats, or is there like a specific thing with poison types and electricity? Well, poison is neutral to electric attacks. Dual Strike is now level 39. 61, 90, 107, 68, 71. I guess maybe a Golbat will have maybe a bit of special defense. You have the Peace Candles wiki pulled up. Oh wait, the peace candle is a furniture item that can be placed or held to decrease enemy and critter spawn rates. The peace candle is unable to fully counteract the effect of water candle in space, as the biome massively increases the effect of the water candle debuff. What the fuck? What? Huh? Tips. As peace candles reduce critter spawns as much as enemy spawns, if the player would like to collect bait, it is wise to not have any nearby. Alright, so never mind about the calm and peace candles. Okay, so with several NPCs acquired, keeping water candles around suitable housing would cause more critters to spawn without spawning enemies. Because generally, when you have NPCs around, a lot of the enemy spawns get replaced with critter spawns. And since they essentially use the same kind of spawning thing, having a water candle in a town will cause more critters to spawn. Huh, that's interesting. To find exactly how much damage an enemy does, a critter can be placed on the enemy. They have 0 defense, and enemy damage to it will not vary unlike most situations of dealing damage. Projectiles, though, from enemies will do varying and reduce damage to critters, so will not work for measuring projectile damage. That's a bit of weird trivia. Birds placed in a terrarium peck in ascending order. The blue jay once, the bird twice, the cardinal 3 times, and the gold bird 4 times. I would not have known that if I hadn't searched that up. What I'd recommend is water candles in the town alongside using a battle potion. I don't know if those actually stack, but that seems like the best way of going about it. Oh yeah, Dara, you missed out on some crazy shit. Near the end of last stream, me, Golden, Gaster, and Carnage here ended up making a plot synopsis for a movie that we think is gonna make millions. And it's titled Jurassic Jesus: The Lost Faith. Beta fuck response. Yeah, sorry. I just want to hear her reaction. I've got a sort of fuck it energy today. Unilalo's now level 38. 86, 84, 63, 63, 41. Yeah, we think this movie is gonna make millions. But yeah, since we're talking about it, I did want to ask, because I kind of forgot. I decided to add in this text file who contributed what. Because I know I came up with the Jurassic Jesus name, came up with the Old Faith and the narration. Golden came up with the plot, the wildlife documentary style, and the tagline. Gaster came up with the actual movie title. And I want to say you did contribute something, but I can't remember what. Because I'm a big dumbass. And it's paralyzed. Hell yeah. Don't need to waste another Thunder Shock on that one. Cut. Max Elixir. Alright. Oh yeah, this will definitely be an even match here. Oh shit, you're faster than me. I swear to God, if you catch me on fire. Good. And it's dead. Come on, Sand Slash. Yeah. Alright. Don't stomp on him. How rude of you. Stop it. Stop giving me flaming horses. I'm trying to train my fire type here. You know what? You get the flame wheel. Let's see how you fucking like it. It didn't really do much anyways. Stop giving me fire types. Here we go. Murder this guy. Soon I won't need to level up charcoal anymore. Hey, it's an Arbok. Charvak! Can't remember if I asked this question already, but did you guys find it weird that in the anime, when Arbok did its Pokemon speak, it never calls itself, it never says like Arbok, it says Charvok. Like Charvok. At least that's what it always sounds like. It definitely does start with Char, like Charvok. I probably didn't need to use another one of those, but fuck it. We're level 43. 94, 87, 112, 92, 107. 2 more levels on this guy. I forgot I had a Steam friend named the Lewd Neko. This should one-shot you now, probably, maybe. Nope, it definitely does not. Is a double bird. Twice the flying. Half the intelligence. Stop with the flaming ponies. In unrelated news, I was talking with someone on Discord the other day, and we were just kind of talking about the fan base of stuff like FNAF and Undertale, because to me, those fan bases felt like they had the same sort of energy, and also had the same demographic. Which is weird, but you know. I thought Undertale came out in 2016. It came out in 2015. I could have sworn to God that it came out in 2016, because 2014 to 2015 in my brain was like, that was the FNAF era. That was when all of the FNAF shit got started, was 2014 and 2015. And so I thought that Undertale came out a year after that. It did not. Fuck Undertale? I take it you don't like the game, or are you just saying that because I mentioned the Undertale fanbase? Late 2015. Yeah, it was September something, 2015. It was a shock to me, but then when I thought about it, it actually kind of made sense, because... Hi, Joey. I don't care, Joey. Hold on, I'm trying to chat to somebody. Bad memories? Fair enough. I do plan on playing Undertale at some point on stream, and I will be doing multiple playthroughs of it, because, of course, that's just the kind of game it is. On your... Oh, it is... Okay, yeah. Tainted by abusive relationship abuser. Tainted by abusive relationship abuser. Are you saying that you were, or are you saying that... What happened? Are you okay? You're welcome to not watch those streams. I do want to play the game because I do like it. Personally in life. I'm sorry to hear that. I can definitely understand that. I think Dara actually had a sort of similar experience, but then she got over it. I also do remember, I was a big fan of FNAF back in the day as well, but I remember by the time the third game came out, like, everything was already going so fast, and I was like, man, I'm getting tired of all of this. And then by the time the fourth game came around, I was, alright, I'm back. I enjoyed the series again. What makes you think I'll be playing League of Legends? Oh, you were talking about it though. I did forget you were bringing some of that stuff up. Yeah. Well, don't worry, I don't play shitty mobile games. I only play the good ones like Stick Ranger. And... also, League of Legends is just not my kind of thing anyways. Especially since, for one, I don't play multiplayer games that much, especially competitive. God, I would not survive. Two, I definitely have heard that League of Legends is especially toxic. It's not a mobile game? I thought it was. Well, regardless, there's still many other, like, reasons as to why I wouldn't be playing League anyways. Like, the toxicity. I did that many years ago. I was just trying it out. Also, I wasn't good at it, and I wasn't necessarily trying to play it so much as I was just having fun with the character creator. Fun fact, WoW is actually where I got my username from. My current username. Not Buster's Buzz, Buster EB. I believe they were a night elf, and I was having trouble coming up with a name, so my dad was like, well, let's see. How about you take inspiration from something that you like? And I was like, I like Mythbusters. Well, maybe Dad recommended the Mythbusters thing, because I loved that show as a kid. And eventually we came up with Buster, the dummy that the guys use to test literally all sorts of their random shit. And in order to make it unique, we just put an H in the name, and then I added my last name at the end, so it's Buster EB. What do you mean they do mobile games now too? Are you still referring to League of Legends? Are you referring to World of Warcraft? This is actual cancer. It's spreading. It needs to be severed off at its source. But yeah, without my time just trying to play WoW in order to hang out with my dad, I would not have gotten my current username. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Wild Rift. That sounds like an inappropriate name, honestly. I guess it makes sense, yeah. I always thought it was like a mobile game. Because occasionally when I was younger, I'd get ads for it or something like that, and it looked way too similar to some of the ads I'd see of other mobile games or something like that. Yeah. No, it was probably like ads that specific YouTubers did, not just random ads that would play because YouTube. It's spreading into TV, mobile games, it's spreading in the forms of merch. It's an actual cancer. It was a 2009 computer game. That is shocking to me. And just as shocking as learning that Undertale was actually made or published in 2015. But yeah, I honestly can't really think of many games that I can definitely say. Well, there might be, but I don't. At the moment, I can't think of any games that I would say has been personally ruined for me. What do you mean, so was Minecraft? Minecraft was an earlier game. What? I can't actually remember the year. 2009. It was definitely around with early YouTube, especially with early Let's Plays. Because at some point when that game released, people just fucking... There's a fire ignited. And many people then started playing that game. Yeah. But what do you mean when you say so was Minecraft? What was that responding to again? Because I can't remember. Curse my not remembering brain. Am I fucking serious? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just dumb. Are you saying Minecraft... There are 30 times more versions of League than there are Minecraft? Jesus. That's so many leagues. when I phrase it that way, you're talking to Gaster. Okay. Oh, you're saying to Gaster, Minecraft also kind of spread out into stuff like mobile and stuff. Which version number of Minecraft came out in 2009? That was when it first released. That was when the game was officially released. I'll leave the rest to your brain. The duo. Dad uo. Alright. Choco's now level 44. He's so close. I was surprised the league was 2009. Ah, that was what it was. Alright. We're now all caught up. Okay. That is interesting. Was Minecraft Alpha the first one? I'd assume... maybe. What is the first official release of Minecraft, and when was it released? The first version of Minecraft was released for PC players on 17th May 2009, and it was called Cave Game. After going through alpha and beta versions, the full game was released on... Okay, so Minecraft did first officially come out on May 17th, 2009, but after going through multiple alpha and beta shit, it was fully released as an actual real game on November 18th, 2011. That's why I always remember it as being 2011, not 2009. It's because I'm thinking of when the game was actually Minecraft, like fully Minecraft, and not just Cave Game and alterations thereof. InfDev was the first version of Minecraft. On the Minecraft Wiki, InfDev, short for Infinite Development, was the fourth phase in the development cycle of Minecraft and is only playable in single-player survival mode, and was the third Minecraft development stage to have some of its versions released to the public. InDev, short for In Development, was the third phase of Minecraft's development cycle, and the oldest version was Minecraft Survival Mode, which succeeded Survival Test in Classic Mode, and was the second Minecraft development stage to have some of its versions released to the public. Classic, also known on the wiki as Java Edition Classic, was the second phase in the development cycle of Minecraft Java Edition, following Pre-Classic and preceding InDev, and was the first Minecraft development stage to have some of its versions released to the public. So, Java Edition Classic, starting version 0.0.2a, May 16th, 2009. So no, Classic was the first actual... yeah. So the actual first part of Minecraft that was released to the public was Classic, which I guess makes sense because you don't call things Classic for no reason. But yeah, the first official thing of Minecraft was Pre-Classic, which was in May 13th, 2009, but I was referring to like when it was actually released to the public. And for like a technical sort of thing, Minecraft got its first release on May 16th, 2009, but the full game, let's see if I can actually find the... There we go, full release. Full release of Minecraft 1.0.0 was released during Minecon 2011. It was released in its own con. It blew up big enough that it had its own convention before it was even released. But it was fully released November 18th, 2011. The most prominent feature is an ending to the game, which can be achieved by defeating the Ender Dragon boss in the end. Alright. We're learning all sorts of shit today. Crazy how well documented the birth of Minecraft is as opposed to League. Maybe it's because Riot Games consistently tries to wipe out everything related to its past. Interesting. Oops. Alright. Charcoal is now level 44, I believe. 97, 90, 150, 94, 110. Yep, level 44. One more level, Charcoal, and then I think you're League ready. Elite ready. What the fuck is it, Todd? I don't care. I'm a youngster. Boing. It's a bird with two heads. Set it on fire. I believe there's someone I'm subscribed to on YouTube. They originally did a lot of Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together related content, but then they kind of moved past that. And I remember they made a video documenting a lot of Minecraft's earlier history, especially with like how it started being made. And I haven't fully watched all the way through it, but there's definitely like definitely does bring one to mind that sometimes we do put on our rose-tinted glasses when looking back in the past. Not to say that everything was actually shit, but you know. I'd probably have to rewatch it again in order to actually explain that better. I'm also kind of being reminded of when Terraria first released. Not that I was officially there when it first released, but I do believe that I started playing Terraria before the 1.2 update came out. But Terraria was being worked on by Redigit for a while, and then someone somehow managed to leak his game. So in order to combat it, he just released the game as it was. And it was like the alpha version of Terraria, and it is definitely bare bones considered to what it's like now and what it will be once this new update comes around. I'm still excited for the 1.4.5 update. I think that's what it is. I think we're currently on 1.4.4. 1.4.5 is the next coming update. I know a lot of Terraria sprites used to be like edited Final Fantasy sprites, mostly in regards to the human characters. Because the reason why the Terrarian looks the way they do is mostly because they're stylized after, I believe, Final Fantasy V's like character art style or character sprite designs. I do remember getting into Terraria because I got recommended a video by Rimmer on YouTube. Mostly the ones where he was like, I beat all 3 of the mech bosses in the same night, while the Frost Legion is also active, and it's a blood moon. And it was so fun to watch. Yeah, if you see like the earliest Terraria build, you can definitely see the resemblance between those sprites. They even hold their arms up and everything, even when just standing still. It's kind of why when the Terraria moves in like modern Terraria, their arms do that weird little shuffle thing. That's kind of essentially a relic of what that was like. That's some dedication? Yeah. But yeah, I thanks to Rimmer, I'm just more of a Terrarian than a Minecraftian. What do people that mainly do Minecraft call themselves? Do they call themselves Minecraftians? Because I know the Terraria community calls themselves Terrarians. But I just can't remember, because Minecraftians does seem like a little bit of a mouthful, but still, it's like, sometimes fans come up with weird names to describe themselves. I wonder if Undertale fans call themselves boners. I'm sorry. It's probably not the case, but, you know. Goddamn, people love those Skelly boys. To an unhealthy amount. Personally, I like both, but Terraria is more better on updates. Minecraft can be fun, it just takes a lot more for it to be fun for me. Meanwhile, Terraria is just fun to me. So I'm more of a Terrarian. God damn it. Light him ablaze! And he's burned. If Hitalia fans are Italians, of course you'd know that one. Game Grumps fans are lovelies. Help, I'm trapped in a sort of flame wheel. Fire spin. Is My Chemical Romance, you're either a Killjoy or in the McArmy. It's a snake. Burned alive. And he's still alive. Charcoal is now level 45. 99, 92, 118, 96, 113. MC Army. Charcoal's trying to learn Swift. What? You can naturally learn Swift? Dara, when will Golden arrive? We need his expertise now. Alright. While I'm waiting, I can at least, Terraria's first ever build, I don't think it was released at the time, but it was 0.1, January 2011. Added dirt, stone, trees, basic tools and wooden weapons, clouds, tooltips, mushrooms, damage numbers, splitting stacks, and FPS meter. 0.2 added all sorts of net play stuff, customized character creation, accessory slots, item name colors based on rarity and worth, some crafting stations, clock accessory, tables and chairs, depth meter, wood platforms, tree regrowth, limited character names and world names, demon eye enemies, zombies, goggles, removed ability to attack through walls, because apparently that was a thing, added bows and arrows shit as well as shurikens, added the first boss, Eye of Cthulhu, added special drops from the boss, and PvP. And it just kind of goes along until like .7 is apparently the first one to actually have an official date instead of just a month and the year. 0.7 happened on 19th of April 2011. And the last version number before 1.0, which was the release version of the game, happened on 15th of May 2011, while 1.0 released May 16th, 2011. Can't really find much on what I was actually trying to find. Okay. Alright, I found a Steam community topic on Terraria. Remember when a pre-alpha build got leaked? Does anyone remember when a pre-alpha build got leaked and the development of the game had to be rushed a bit? When asked about which update, before 1.0 even, it only had around 30 items, you couldn't place wood, and there was no music. And then someone did mention that the character sprites were based off of older Final Fantasy games. Pre-alpha was released 11 days before Terraria hit the Steam store, but yeah, it wasn't fun for the devs. And some people even gave up on Terraria before launch because they just thought, that was it? Leaks are a pain in game development. That's how we got the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate single player campaign. People kept leaking it every time, so this time there's no long detailed story. What? What the fuck? What? Huh? What? Alright, well. Golden is stuck at work doing a closing shift. You can Bulbapedia from now. My Chemical Romance gets thrown in with emo because a lot of their fans idea as such, but also listen to bands that do ideas emo. Seeing an argument for goth. You love subculture discussions? Interesting. Emo kids blast King for a day by PTV. Goth kids freak it, sensitive style to love song by The Cure. People leaked Brawl cutscenes, so Sakurai said no cutscene story mode. That's bullshit. How do leaks even happen like this? In some cases I don't mind, because remember the 2020 Giga leak? That one was fine. I'm okay with that, because that actually got us a shit ton of, like, creative fuel, especially for, like, fan-made content and such. And that 2020 Giga leak basically inspired a lot of people to talk about, to, like, create the Super Mario 64 icebergs and shit. No, I mean, like, how do leaks, not how do leaks get spread? Because obviously, yeah, people can just, like, record, post online, stuff like that. How do they get the game in the first place to leak it? How do they get those? How do they get the content to leak? Do they just hack into the computers? Are all leaks mostly from, like, inside? Is it an inside job? What's happening? I'm gonna get my drink. Alright. Swift Pokemon Bulbapedia. Alright. Quick Attack has 30 uses. Swift has 20 uses. Quick Attack has 40 base power. Swift has 60 base power. Quick Attack has 100% accuracy. Meanwhile, Swift just always hits. You can hit a Pokemon even during the semi-invulnerable turn of a move such as Dig or Fly. That's interesting. Well, that's in Generation 1. Generation 2 onwards, Swift now bypasses accuracy checks to always hit unless the target is in the semi-invulnerable. Okay, so Gen 2 makes Dig or Fly become immune to Swift. Swift hits opponent. Okay, no, that doesn't apply here. So Sakurai is mad that more people didn't play Brawl and just watch the cutscenes online. To be fair, is a reason for people not to get Brawl. World of Fly and Ultimate is very long and drawn out, but it's not that bad. Me? Me. Hello. Okay, so Smokescreen is, I think, a keep. Because even if I use it once before I die, that is still a thing that can prevent a Pokemon from attacking occasionally. And it gets better with each stack. Ember and Flame Wheel, I do want to keep both of those, even though I know Ember isn't as strong as Flame Wheel. Because they're both pretty strong, and you know, I just do kind of want to keep them. Quick Attack, though, I also do want to keep because it is a priority move. But honestly, I guess the choice here is between Ember and Quick Attack for what I should replace with Swift. Brawl sold so well though? That's actually good to hear. Brawl is my favorite Smash Brothers game. Sakurai was also the person that when Super Mario Galaxy was released, he was like, okay, no more depressing ass stories about Rosalina's backstory. In fact, let's just remove that entire shit out in the sequel. So yeah, I can appreciate all that he's done, but at the same time, sometimes he does make strange decisions, like being upset that the developers of Super Mario Galaxy put in Rosalina's dark backstory. What am I on? Huh? Do you not know what I'm talking about? Super Mario Galaxy Rosalina backstory. Super Mario Wiki, Rosalina's story. Rosalina's story, while never explicitly stated, chronicles how Rosalina made it into outer space and how she became the mother of the Lumas prior to the events of Super Mario Galaxy. In the Comet Observatory's library, Rosalina sometimes reads from the storybook to the Lumas traveling with her. Mario or Luigi can come in to listen to the story. In all, the storybook contains 9 chapters. Storybook becomes available to read once the player clears Bowser's Star Reactor and obtains 1 more Power Star afterwards. More chapters are unlocked as the player obtains more Power Stars. Yoshiaki Koizumi, director of Super Mario Galaxy, was the writer of the storybook. He wrote the script late at night when no one was around, so no one would know what was in it. The next day, he told Shigeru Miyamoto about the story and presented it to him. Miyamoto was surprised that Yoshiaki wrote the script late at night with nobody around. Yoshiaki Koizumi, in a Nintendo Power interview, mentions that he would enjoy seeing Rosalina's storybook get published as a children's book. It is not mentioning the thing, but I remember hearing about it. Was this thing just a thing that everyone started spreading around? Is it not actually real? Sorry. Man that makes good fighting games also has a tilted mindset? Huh? I might not have been thinking of Sakurai. Sorry. I was thinking of Miyamoto, first off. That's why but, so, I did get the exact wrong person, but still, I was reminded of, something that I heard about Shigeru Miyamoto. When Super Mario Galaxy was being made, I thought I heard someone tell a story that Shigeru Miyamoto just hated Rosalina's backstory that the developers wanted to put in. They put it in anyways, and he just got fed up with it. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a dumbass. What do you expect from me? Cats are great, you know? Yeah. So yeah. I guess I should have explained that once I actually started reading up about it, but, you know. That is a little bit embarrassing, someone mixing up Shigeru Miyamoto with Sakurai. I know! It's why I'm embarrassed. Dude, I even sometimes mix up English names. When I was young, I had 2 friends. And, I didn't have many friends, but there are these 2 friends, and I wanted them to actually, like, meet each other and hang out. But I do remember occasionally I'd say one friend's name when I meant the other. So this is not just like me not understanding names from different languages. This is just a me thing. Doesn't matter which language it is that the name was made in. I will sometimes occasionally mix up names. No, what? Wait, no. Wait, huh? No. That's not what happened. Isn't he still alive? I think he's still alive. Yeah, he was definitely alive in like 2018. What the fuck do you mean he died in a car crash? Is that a meme? See? You fucking called me out on mixing their names with someone. You did the exact same thing. You see? It's hard. You're dying of pneumonia in 2013. I don't know. Let me check Google. Who died of pneumonia in 2013? List of pneumonia deaths on Wikipedia. Oh, cool. Exactly what I was looking for. Wikipedia does not have an article with this exact name. Please search for list of pneumonia deaths on Wikipedia to check for alternative titles or spelling. Check the deletion log. What? This was a recent deletion. March 2025. 3rd of March 2025, so 2 days ago. A user on Wikipedia named Explicit deleted the page list of pneumonia deaths. There does not appear to be a section where they detail why they deleted it. Which I honestly think there should be something that, well, okay. It does have why was the page I created deleted. Hold on, let me see if I can actually deduce this. XFD closer. What is that? Alright, I'm not gonna be able to figure this out. Okay. Alright, now to actually catch up with chat. I got home a few minutes ago, and when I saw my boy Jojo, I petted him and pressed my head against him and laid on my bed and cried. Aww. Jojo jumped off my bed and laid down on my chest. I don't know if it's true or not, but I do remember people saying that cats can sense, like, sadness or something like that. You're thinking of Satoru Iwata. Ah, okay. This guy who died from pancreatic cancer. That was Hideki Tojo. I don't actually recognize that many names in Nintendo. Really, the two biggest ones are Shigeru Miyamoto and Sakurai. And Sakurai isn't officially with Nintendo anymore, but he still works with them, if that makes sense. I think that's what it is. Like, Sakurai is now like a freelancer, but he still does stuff with Nintendo. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad that you're now out of that store right now. The guy who died in 2013 from the car crash was actually Akira Ifukube. Tojo? Oh, Hideki Tojo. Okay, yeah. You're trolling me. Okay. Oh, yes, the creator of Smash Bros. Look at smudge writing on my hand. Master Hero Soccer Guy. That's good. You're trolling me for getting names mixed up. Fair enough. But yeah, those are really the only two names that I know. Shigeru Miyamoto and Sakurai. I can't remember his other name. Fuck. I'm even subscribed to his YouTube channel. Why can't I remember his name? Sakurai. Masahiro. Okay, so it was Masahiro. That's why Master Hero. The guy who died in the 1997 car crash is Gunpei Yokoi. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right, cause man, I know I can suck at pronunciation at times, even when I'm not actually trying to mispronounce it on purpose. Man, to kind of get the whole discussion on track, Yokoi created the Game Boy? That's cool. I'm sad that he died in the car crash. But he's left on quite a big legacy, I guess. Especially since the Game Boy got 2 sequels, technically. Oh, that's who it was. Hiroshi Yamauchi. I'm gonna stop trying to pronounce that name in case it sounds like I'm making fun of them, which I'm not really trying to do. Yeah, what I was trying to say before we got off track on this whole discussion about who died where is I did mix up Sakurai with Miyamoto, but I still was trying to find the story thing, because I swear people talked a lot about how Shigeru Miyamoto despised the Rosalina story. But I actually can't really, from the Google searching that I've done, I can't really find anything that is concrete enough to actually confirm or deny what he felt about that particular story. Oh, God, those years must have been harsh for Nintendo. Yamauchi. Okay, gotcha. it's a shame Steve Jobs died of Ligma. We are learning Swift. Thank you, Golden, for actually bringing it back around. I just wanted to get the thing out of the way because it was just gonna... I could have sworn someone mentioned something about that story and Shigeru Miyamoto, but yeah, that's especially not relevant in compared to what we're doing tonight. He didn't die in office? Ah. Akira was the composer for Godzilla. Oh. He chose Iwata to be a successor in 2001. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're not taking Swift? Because I did do some research. Swift does do like 20 more base power. It does have a max of, or it does have like 20 usages. And really the only thing that would be good about it is that it always hits, no matter what. But at the same time, I would lose my priority move, Quick Attack. I want 2 fire attacks. They're 2 stab moves. You're confusing me even further. For the same reason we kept Water Gun. Yeah. Sometimes it is good to keep some of the less damaging moves as like a sort of backup. Oh yeah, Charcoal's level 45 now, so we now don't have to train him anymore. I think he's ready. You think 45 is a good stopping point, Golden? Because I think it is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Golden. Because sometimes when you hit an enemy for a shit ton of damage and then they've got like that little red sliver of health left, you don't want to waste the big move on that again. You want to use the weaker but still able to finish the job move. But yeah, I will say, like, I'm not much... The only, like... Where am I trying to go with this, brain? I'm not the best with names. The only, like, quote-unquote celebrities that I actually keep up with is a lot of YouTubers. I know a shit ton of YouTuber names. Not necessarily their actual names. Some of them I do, like Mark Edward Fishbach, Markiplier. And I know Jacksepticeye's name is actually Sean, not Jack. But, you know, for the most part, I know I can remember a lot of those usernames from all those YouTube channels. But I'm just not the kind of person that recognizes a lot of names of people and stuff like the credits. I think actual celebrity wise, some of the celebrities that I can name off the top of my head are like Matthew Lillard, Freddie Prinze Jr., Keanu Reeves, I mentioned David Attenborough and Michael Bay last stream because we were making the best movie of all time. Fuck. I remembered some of the doctors' names from Doctor Who, but now I can't recall them. But, you know, there might be a bit more that I could remember than I actually thought, but still, it's quite limited. I am more for the story and the characters in the story. Not that I just hate having to learn all that stuff. I appreciate all that the people that are credited do, and maybe even people who aren't credited, because sometimes in certain situations that shit happens, but still, it's not a thing I pay attention to. $45 is good, plus we may gain a level or two during the league. Yes, exactly, Dara. It makes sure that you save more usage of the stronger move for more Pokemon. No, it's not Dino Jesus. It's Jurassic Jesus. Get it right, Dara. I think we absolutely need to try and train some of these lower level ones. I'm in the fire. Ground has no effect on fly, right? Was that the thing? Ground has no effect on flying. Good. How about flying? Flying is neutral against the ground. There is a move relearner. There's one, though. You have to go to his house for it. Jurassic Jesus: The Lost Faith coming to theaters one of these days. Eventually, I promise. Yep. Ah, you missed your sting, bitch. Fuck. You hit it. You hit it again, and you actually poisoned my bird. Fuck. That doesn't actually do as much as I would have liked it to. Nightshade. Nightshade gets stronger based on level, correct? I mean, technically all the moves do, but specifically that one. Well, I thought there was I thought there was what was it? Move relearner. Oh shit, okay. No, the move relearner is from Generation 3 onwards. So, yeah, there's no move relearner in this gen. I thought there was. Oops. Nightshade damage equals level. Okay. Do I have an antidote? I don't want to go back immediately, so there. I might just use the experience share for Alfie. Meanwhile, I need to figure out who I'm training next. I'll swap Charcoal back because I want to try and keep this team organized here. I think it's time to give Drer a go. Meanwhile, let's give this to you so that you can actually level up without me having to put you in danger, because goddamn. Todd! Nightshade will deal 100 damage flat at level 100. Yeah. Hate diving waterfall with a passion? Why? It's a snake, it's a snake, it's a fucking snake. It's a genetic snake. Every gen adds a battle mechanic. For example, Gen 1 added Pokemon. Was it required HMs in Gen 3? Well, Waterfall was also a required HM in this game. That's why I had to get the Stratini here. Well, technically they're now a Dragonair. Dive also does make sense. I don't mind that part because I do know the story. Although I guess we'll see how much I do mind it when I actually play through it. Roller coaster. I don't know why I was thinking that when I was using Twister. One's Victory Road requires 5 to 8 gems total. You bitch! Also, that didn't really do much. I did a lot more, but that's... Alright, you asked for it. That didn't look like water, but sure. Dun 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 it. Dun 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 it. Dun 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 it. Dun 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 it. Make it the most required HMs for a victory road. Interesting. Alright, so if we see an Arbok, we're just running, because the wrong thing, this thing. And I guess since Sand Slash technically does have Poison Sting, I think it might also be wise to just run from that as well. Rapid Dash, Ponyta Rapid Dash. Ponyta, on the other hand, let's murder it. A critical hit. You gotta be kidding me. Unless you have Poison Sting, I'm just gonna murder you. Fuck. Okay. Bear is now level 34. 76, 60, 63, 63, 64. No. You know what? I think it's time we go and heal. Plus, we can probably now train in the caves now that we got our fire type out of the way there. It's not murder, they're just incapacitated. Waterfall is good after Gen 3 because it becomes a reliable physical water type move that has a chance to flinch. What does Waterfall do in this gen? It's not stab, but it should still murder. And it did. Hell yeah. Alfie is now level 32, 57, 56, 75, 59, 75. It's the same but a special move because all water moves are special. Well, I do remember that. I was just asking if Waterfall had any additional effects like the flinch you mentioned. But I'm guessing the flinch only appears in a later gen onward. It's a Golbat. Thunder Wave it. It still hit me. How dare it. I will hit it back. That was weak as fuck. I should have brought out... It's too late now, but I should have brought out the dual strike. There we go. All water moves before the physical special split in Gen 4 are special. I'm aware that it's been an hour. Don't worry. It can still flinch this gen. Okay. Interesting. It's an hour for you. Okay. It's a bet. Instant get duo strike on the case. I know this splits the XP even further, but I don't care. I just want this bitch. This bat bitch. This bit batch. Bitch bat. Batch bit. You're gonna leave an hour. Okay, gotcha. You're gonna lose it? Lose what? Is everything okay? It's been 8 years since my favorite character was unpersoned in 1 hour. Huh? What character? Sanity, it feels like. Oh, League, okay. Oh, okay. We did. We talked about the people who made League, or at least a specific group or something, removing all parts of the old League of Legends shit from, like, written history. Wait. Alfie is now level 33. 59, 58, 77, 61, 77. Is a Rhyhorn. Get murdered. Oops. No, don't confuse my 3 metal alloy magnetic thingies. Stop trying to confuse him. It's already confused. Stop trying to murder him. They're already trying to murder themselves. Uh-oh. Dual strike? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Jerry is now level 35. 79, 62, 65, 65, 66. Dolphin? Dolphin only emulates GameCube and the Wii. I'm using BizHawk. It is definitely not Dolphin. I used Dolphin for Pikmin 2 and Thousand Year Door. I'm using BizHawk here. But yeah, I also do wish you good luck with the Game Boy. Yeah. I love playing my Wii U ROMs on PSS or PSX2. Dolphin does not emulate everything. Dolphin is specifically designed for the GameCube and the Wii. It's called the Dolphin because the original name for the GameCube before they settled on the GameCube was Dolphin. Which was why a lot of Nintendo's own games on the GameCube had stuff relating to dolphins, like Delfino Isle in Sunshine and the SS Dolphin in Pikmin. And the Wii, I think, was just a better... Wasn't the Wii... Wasn't the Wii... Didn't it have, like, certain parts from the GameCube at the very least? Because the Wii was also kind of... I want to say the Wii also had, like, a GameCube part to it. But, yeah. You think of RetroArch? I think I actually know that one. Oh, interesting. Merchandise, what? What the fuck is it? How? Oh, actual merchandise. Who could have figured? What games does it actually use? No, I didn't want to click that again. Browse your game collection through a beautiful set-top box-oriented menu. Just scanning your collection, games will be sorted by system. Menu supports thumbnails and features various animated backgrounds. Cross-platform. Extreme front spine shit. Highly configurable. Automatic controller configuration. Shaders. Achievements. Netplay. Recording and streaming. RetroArch is on Steam. What? Might actually have to check this out. I'm not really finding much on what exactly RetroArch can emulate, but that does seem like something I would like to look at. Thank you, Gaster. The Wii was part GameCube. Yeah, sometimes the GameCube was called the Dolphin, the Wii was also called the Revolution. What? Can Dolphin run Nintendo 64 games? Dolphin does not have Nintendo 64 emulation, however if you get the RetroArch emulator, you can get Dolphin and several other retro console emulators. That includes an N64 emulator. Ah, okay. But still, that would... Like... When you said you went to check, did you actually open up the Dolphin emulator. Also, I think if there are Nintendo 64 games on your Dolphin emulator, they are most likely the Wii Virtual Console versions. Because I know the Wii did have, like, on its Wii Shop channel, you were able to get some Nintendo 64 games, I believe. That's how I got Super Mario 64 on the Wii. That's how I got Mario Party 2 on the Wii. That's how I was able to play that before I did anything emulator-wise. But that's because those are specifically Wii Virtual Console ports and stuff. Those weren't actually made for the Wii. Those specific games weren't made for the Wii. They were just designed to be able to be emulated on the Wii. Those aren't technically Wii games, if that makes any sense. So, if you do have Nintendo 64 games on your Dolphin somehow, you probably have Wii Virtual Console versions. RetroArch can't do Wii, Wii U, Xbox line sorta is janky, any PlayStation system from what I remember. Xbox does sort of make sense for it to be janky, because even some of the Xbox emulators that I did search up were... It's apparently very difficult to emulate Xbox. I do have a working original Xbox emulator, although it's been a while since I've tested it out. And it's probably going to be a while until I actually get to it. It says Virtual Console? Okay. Then yeah, that's probably why. That's probably how that's happening. Your computer fan works on computer for a living. That's nice. Honestly, at some point, it would be nice to have like a computer-related job, but right now I need to actually like just get out of this store and actually work on what I'm currently working on, because I'm still going through like boot.dev. It would be nice to actually... Before I actually eventually decided I wasn't doing college stuff, I was thinking about going into IT, because at some point I would like to be able to maintain my own computers and stuff like that. Maybe that's something that I might need to rethink in the near future, once I actually get a more comfortable, stable job that isn't shit. You have 007 GoldenEye? I've heard that game's great by many people. A bud makes $100 an hour with his computer repair gig. Damn! Oh my god. Yeah, that is... He owns an LLC, it's just him though. What's my DS emulator? I use Desmume. Then I also technically use Melon DS, but I use Melon DS for like DSiWare games. The games that you get from the DSi shop. So they're specifically DSi games. I use Melonware for DSi games specifically. I use Desmume for actual like DS ROMs. And the reason why I do that is because apparently, due to some strange bullshit, DS ROMs and DSiWare ROMs are different and have to be run differently. Hence why I have two DS emulators. One's technically my actual DSi emulator, and one's... I guess to be accurate, Melon DS is my DSi emulator, Desmume is my DS emulator. Mario Party 2 was one of the games you streamed earlier today? Nice. I still can't make much of a judgment on Mario Party 3 so far, because I'm still going through the story mode. So, at the moment, you know, still my favorite Mario Party games are 2, 8, and DS. I forgot you can appear down here. Alright. God, I'm an idiot. I just wasted a turn. I'm running. Let's try that again. Ah, damn, it's not a sand slash. We can always run. I don't know why, but I was just reminded of, like, The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. Chains keep us together, running in the shadow. Fuck, 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 fuck. Why was I not using more water moves? I think it's weak to water. Abilities aren't in this game. OBS, why did you disconnect and reconnect? Everything looking okay? Because apparently OBS kind of lost connection for a second there. It's not even windy outside. Why the fuck are you doing this, OBS? The abilities can't find us here. We're safe. Oh shit, I'm poisoned. I forgot. Well, I can murder you for fun. There we go, alright. Alfie is now level 34. 61, 60, 80, 63, 80. I don't think it's necessarily... I don't think it's just if you're too low of a level, because... Like... Unilevel, my Quagsire... Like... If I tried to run from this Golbat with my level 38 Unilevel, I still can't escape, because Unilevel has a slow speed. So I think it just depends on how fast your Pokemon is that you have out in the battle. I don't know if level factors into whether or not you can run away, but I know speed definitely does, because I would not be able to run away from a level 34 Golbat with my level 38 Quagsire. It all depends on speed? Okay, I was right. And a random surprise electrode in the power plant for some reason. Uh-oh. You better, No, yeah, it'll definitely do more damage. At least it should. Don't you dare. Good. No, it's not the move I thought you were gonna try and use, so thank you for not using the move I thought you were gonna try and use. And you're dead. Hell yeah. We are making slow but steady progress with our levels. Hey Golden, since I'm thinking about it again, Nightshade. When at level 100, it deals a flat 100 base damage. Is that a thing that competitive Pokemon has like done shit with? Is it like banned from certain things? Or is it usable in some forms of competitive Pokemon? It's usable in every form of competitive. Okay, so does the 100 base damage get additional help from the attacking stat of the Pokemon? Or is it like a similar case with Dragon Rage where it just does the flat, like, base power? With the exception being that Nightshade's base power is based on its level and not just a number that was assigned to it. Because that seems like very broken. Dealing 100 damage. Although then again, yeah. Oh fuck, I just realized what I'm dealing with. Uh-oh. Get murdered. Some mons rely solely on moves like Nightshade, and the offensive style of the Pokemon has no effect on the move. Okay. So, Nightshade is in a similar position to, like, Dragon Rage, but it can be altered by level. How do you stream if you don't have a PC? Do you stream on your phone? Do you stream on a laptop? What has this world come to? Why does Funyuns have a sour cream and Funyun flavor? It's already just onion chips. Why does it need to be sour cream and onion? Nightshade doesn't get a stab boost. Yeah. Nightshade and Seismic Toss are reliable moves on mons such as Dusclops and Blissey. Use your cell phone. Okay. Gotcha. That sounds good, actually. Alright, Dreyer is now level whatever the fuck. 81, 65, 67, 67, 68. He's level 36. Yeah, that Gecko was genuinely providing like they're happy to see that you were doing the streaming stuff, cause you know, like what they said, I guess. It was just like a I'm happy for you kind of deal. Alright. Rahorn. Rahihorn. Rahihorn. I'm sorry. Alfie is now level 35. 63, 62, 82, 65, 82. Alfie is trying to learn Future Sight. Alright, Future Sight. Should I get it? Future Sight. The future. Dragons. Future. Future. Hard pass. Alright. It's more of a situational counter after damage. Alright, is Future Sight the thing? Wait, no. Hard pass in this gen? Alright. Yeah. Why am I getting this speech? No. Yes. There we go. What does Future Sight do again? Because I don't remember. Beep 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 beep. Does 80 or 90 typeless damage in 2 turns used after it was used. Okay, and it can miss in this gen. Oh. Fuck. I did not want to deal with this, but ooh, that was actually pretty good though. And I still hit, you dumbass. So, Future Sight is like, oh shit, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Oops. Well, would you look at the time? Alright. Fuck. Why are you running from me? No, get back here. Gen 4 got buffed to 120 base power, became psychic type, and became 100% accurate. Ah, interesting. Or you think it's in Gen 4? That it had that. Alright. Ever since that Game Grumps Fire Red episode, I cannot help but think that Rhyhorn's head is just the staple remover. I actually have quite a bit of nostalgia for that Game Grumps series, because I did watch that when I was young. Even though, you know, the language that they used was... I mean, I came out okay, I think. But, you know, still, probably not something you'd want your kids to watch. But still, I knew enough to not say those words at the time. Don't make it look that way for me too. Why? I mean, it's not like It's not distracting. It's just funny at times. He still looks badass. Don't get me wrong. It's also... Just seeing a Rhyhorn and then just thinking about that. Like, here. Because I had, like, a staple remover that I also liked going, like, with. They play... Oh, probably the John era, then. They gave to that a lot. A badass staple remover. But yeah. Doesn't its head kind of look like one? Like, it's technically kind of reversed, because, like, the part that would remove the staple is, like, more over here. But still, you can see the shape design, right? It's not too distracting. Because, you know, it's, at the end of the day, it's still like a rigidy rock Pokemon that looks badass. But it's still just a thing that I think of every once in a while. I actually don't remember watching much Game Grumps during the John era. I think I watched... I may have watched like a few series, a few games in the John era, but I mostly started watching a lot more of their content in the Danny era, which is still going strong. I say Danny era, but you know, it's been like a few years for the John era, and then Danny has been on for way longer than John ever was. If I get another shiny Rhyhorn, I'm naming that, by the way. You're welcome for the name idea. But yeah, because I did watch Game Grumps play through Pokemon Fire Red, I do get nostalgic for that series, because I think I remember when I first was fully trying to watch it all the way through, I was, oh shit, it's a Golbat. Do a strike. Your foe's weak. Go get him. I mean, technically, I say eras. That's mostly to refer to whether or not John was the second host or Danny was the second host. And Danny's been around for a lot longer than John has, but still, you know. Yeah, I guess if I did have to actually break down the eras of Game Grumps, there's the John era, there was the early Danny era, which the early Danny era had like a lot more Game Grumps series going on with like Steam Train and Grumpcade and a few other series that didn't really happen much, like there's like Love Grumps or something like that, where it was Aaron and Susie. And then I think they did like a joke one where it's like the two cats that I think Aaron had at one time. And then after early Danny era, actually, you know what? Fuck it. It's just called the Danny era. And the last era, I guess, is technically the modern era, where Game Grumps has mellowed out more on their jokes. I wouldn't say in a bad way, because they did use a lot more like edgy jokes in like the past, but you know, I still like the kind of content that they do now. But I can see why, you know, some people would be nostalgic for the past ones. But I still like both the Dan era and the modern era. I remember John Tron was part of them originally. Yeah, that's why I say John. That was his name. Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not. Actually, There was another kind of series that kind of happened like sporadically, and by sporadically I mean sporadically and rarely. But it was like it had the joke intro. They both had joke intros for when it was just one of them doing a game. Aaron has, "Hey, I'm Grump. And I'm the Game Grump." And then Danny has kind of beatboxing in the background where he's like, "Hey, I'm Dan. I'm also Dan. Dan." I was also still a big fan of like the Runway guys and their respective channels as well. I was just big on Let's Play, like YouTube Let's Plays back then. From like the people who are actually doing legit Let's Plays of games they know a shit ton about and wanted to share info on, to blind Let's Plays of random ass games where you're more watching them because you love hearing the banter between the hosts, to the people who play the horror games and get scared and shit. Chugga Conroy, like, before the Runaway guys started, Chugga Conroy, Nintendo Capri Sun, and Proton John were already doing their own Let's Play channels. Chugga Conroy, though, did get inspired by Proton John originally. But it was one time during, like, it was a particular con, I don't remember the name of it. Or maybe it was at PAX East? I don't know. There was a convention that they were at one day when they decided to start the Runaway guys, and they started it with doing the first Mario Party. And thus, history has been written. How dare you confuse my 3 eyeballs? No, you made it hurt itself. But yeah, I'm not that I'm hating on the guy, it's just that I do tend to stay away from his content, especially nowadays. Because I don't know what things have been like. Every once in a while it does cross my mind that, like, I do want to kind of see what it's like now. Because JonTron is still very memeable, but, you know, I have kind of dropped off watching his content and stuff. And I didn't really watch much of their stuff in the JonTron era to begin with. Maybe like a select few. But I don't remember much of them. I remember it was mostly Danny stuff. So I'd say I'm a fan of the Dan era and the modern era of Game Grumps. The modern era of Grumps is also when they started doing shit like the 10-minute Power Hour and stuff like that. And I like watching the 10-minute Power Hour. It's funny. Draenar's level 37. 84, 67, 69, 69, 70. Alfie is now level 36. 65, 64, 84, 66, 84. Alfie is catching up in levels against Draenor. And I think part of it is because I keep using... I occasionally switch Pokemon, but also it might be because Alfie has a lower amount of XP for their levels. I'm not too sure. Can you tell I'm a fan of Let's Plays by the fact that I had spent time on that screen just to talk about that shit? Sorry about that. My autism was showing. But yeah, it was like 2014, 2015 when I remember actually fully going through their Pokemon Fire Red series. And I loved every second of it. It's just so nostalgic, especially because during that time, I think that was where I was sleeping in the living room of the old home, the old house. And I would have the TV on, playing like some movies or whatever, like the Librarian movies. And I'll just watch Let's Plays on my phone while just eating shit, I guess. And I remember some of the playthroughs that I was watching at the time. I was like watching Proton John's Nate Luminosa ROM hack playthrough. I was watching his what am I saying 2014, 2015? I think it was actually a few years older than that, maybe. I don't know. Those years were kind of a blur for me, though, I'd say. But yeah, I remember watching Proton John's Nate Luminosa ROM hack videos. I remember watching his Resident Evil 5 videos. I remember watching Jacksepticeye play through Subnautica and play The Sims 4. And I remember watching like the Game Grumps Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. So, thinking about like the Rhyhorn staple remover head thingy reminds me of their Fire Red playthrough, and it just makes me nostalgic. I should watch the Fire Red Let's Play. I wish you luck, because I'm willing to bet you might get very upset at the way Aaron does stuff. I will let you know that Beedrill becomes an essential part of the shenanigans, I think. Or at the very least, Beedrill is a Pokemon on his team that you should get to know soon. Also, he does 2 mistakes with his starter, and I'll let you figure out what those are when you actually watch through that game. You have different YouTube tastes than me. Yeah. Dude, I was not kidding when I said I loved Let's Plays when I was young. I watched... That's kind of why I have such a wide range of Let's Players I'm subscribed to. It's because I loved watching just people play through games that I thought were interesting. And that's why I have the tastes that I have now in both video games and Let's Players. Which is why I know so many Let's Players to begin with. And why I can actually criticize Let's Players and stuff like that. Just found a shiny Poliwag? God damn it. It was barely distinguishable from the original. You guys keep finding the shinies before I do. There are definitely like some nostalgic Let's Plays that I can go back to. And there are some content creators on YouTube that I also remember watching some of their videos fondly and haven't watched them in a while. I know definitely when I was a lot younger, watching them when I shouldn't have. There's a YouTube channel called Attacking Toucans, and they mostly did like video game races where 2 people would be playing the same game and they're trying to be the first to beat it. So I remember they did one on like Super Mario 64 and stuff like that. There's some Scarlet during an event with the boosted shiny odds. Don't be too surprised. Alright. Fuck, I forgot it was a Golbat. Well, there goes the last waterfall. Which also sounds like... The last waterfall sounds like one of those old movie names that you'd hear about in passing and just go like, hold on, what? But yeah, it would probably take me a while to actually remember some of the Let's Plays that I was pretty nostalgic about. Just like Jurassic Jesus. No, that's the kind of name where you're like, okay, I have to know what this is about. It's not like a situation where you hear it in passing. You hear people go, "Hey, have you seen Jurassic Jesus?" And you're going, and then you go, "Well, no, but you have me intrigued. Please go on." Jurassic Jesus isn't something you mention in passing. Jurassic Jesus is a discussion starter. It's a head turn of a name, exactly. I know some of Chaka Conroy's older Let's Plays were also pretty nostalgic to me. I do actually remember, now that I'm thinking about it, I one time tried watching through the entirety of Chaka Conroy's Pokemon Emerald playthrough. And I remembered wanting to watch through it because I started it a few times, and there are like 2 moments that I could remember about that playthrough before I tried watching it through in entirety. One of them was the Wurmple thing, where it was in like the next episode, and he had to bring up the fact that someone tried to correct him on how Wurmple can evolve into this or that. They said it was one thing, so Chaka Conroy, being the way that he is, had to naturally correct him in the video. And then the other thing that I remember is that he made a joke about Azumarill evolving into Marrow or something like that. He says that Azumarill, it's the small mouse thing with the big ball on its tail, and it evolves into the bigger mouse thing with the same sized ball on its tail. And he says, "Wait, hold on, did you catch that there? The gender ratio for Azumarill is 25 to 75 male to female, and then Meryl is just 50-50. And he's like, in other words, it grows a dick. Hey, have you seen Jurassic Jesus yet? No, but I have to now. But yeah, I remember actually making it pretty far in that Pokemon Emerald Let's Play. Which is surprising, because I don't actually remember much about Emerald now, because it's been forever. And not even like watching some of the videos by Small Ant and Point Crow and Picasbury would help with that much, because most of the time when I watch their stuff before I stopped watching the Pokemon stuff so that I can play the Pokemon games, it was mostly just like the stuff that made it to the YouTube videos. And in Picasbury's case, I was mostly just watching like some of the videos, like the soft lock picking. Speaking of, Picasbury's soft lock picking videos are pretty cool. I recommend them. All you need to know about Emerald is that there's water. Yeah. 6 out of 10, too much water. I remember that IGN review. Well, I didn't technically remember it, I just remember hearing about the meme. Also, I'm being reminded of another nostalgic playthrough for me. Do you guys know of the Yogs cast? 7.8 out of 10. I thought it was 6 out of 10. I was a huge Yogs cost? Woo! Okay. Murder this thing. I remember being a huge Yogscast fan when I was younger. The Yogscast were a group of people that did primarily a lot of Minecraft stuff. Then they had an era where they stopped doing Minecraft stuff and did more stuff like Gmod and other random ass games. And then at some point, Simon left. And I think it was around the time when Simon wasn't in the group that I stopped watching them. And I haven't really watched their videos since. Although I do know that they're still going on, because some of the earlier, I think, 10-minute power hours with the Game Grumps did have the Yogscast in them. But I loved the Yogscast, like, Minecraft series. Primarily, I think the one that got me into them, I think the series I saw that instantly made me want to watch more of them was their Java Factory, or Jaffa Factory series, where they're using a popular mod at the time for Minecraft, Tekkit, alongside a popular Minecraft texture pack, which was the one that turned everything into bunches of little hexagons and shit. And, you know, man, that shit was nostalgic. It's a shame though that one of the people that does show up in that series was later revealed to be, you know, not the best person ever. I was also a fan of Dan TDM back in the day, but I think it was when he started drifting away from Minecraft stuff that I stopped watching him. I tried to stick it out, especially because he was doing some like Sims 4 shit and he made Dr. Troyaurus, but then I just stopped watching him. He did apparently go back though, because like I remember recently finding a video by him in my recommended where it was him reintroducing like the characters that he had for his Minecraft mod reviews. And apparently Troyaurus has an evil brother. I don't think I remember that. Alfie is now level 37, 67, 66, 87, 69, 87. Alfie has officially caught up to Dreyer. Ah, the French. I was also a fan of Sky Does Minecraft at the time. Because, you know, naturally I was a fan of those people back before they did shitty things. Or back before we knew they did shitty things. They probably were doing those shitty things at the time as well. We just didn't know about it. Knowing a lot of the people that I knew in, like, the Let's Playing and, like, just overall gaming sphere of YouTube, I have seen my fair share of people being revealed to be like shitty people, and that does suck. I don't want to deal with this Gobat, cause like I can still remember some of these like YouTubers' names. Sky Does Minecraft. There was Cryotic. There was Red Wolf Gamer. There was I guess Yami Mash is technically involved in there too, although I can't fully remember how bad that situation was, so I'm not sure. It has been a while since I've actually thought about it. It's been such a long time that I am actually having trouble remembering some of them. That's a thing I haven't thought of recently. Now that we are actually thinking back about nostalgic shit. Most of the time nowadays, I just have like usually one-shot videos or like separate episodes of like a series I like watching on YouTube as background noise. Like occasionally I'd put on like maybe some random episodes of Creepcast. I'd put on like an Astral Spiff video. I'd put on like Thaf9 video. Put on a compilation of some channels. But it's been a while since I've actually sat down and watched a playthrough. That is the one thing that does suck now, though, is, you know, because I want to be doing stuff, but at the same time, I do want to watch some of those series again. But because of the weirdly oxymoronic way I am, where I'm lazy, but I also want to do stuff that I want to do, it does make it difficult to just kind of sit down and just watch through a series. Come on, you're so close to that level up, Dreyer. Where are some of your guys' nostalgic YouTubers? Dreyer is now level 38. 86, 69, 71, 71, 72. Ooh, agility. Should I learn agility? And if so, what is it replacing? Well, Lucario started following me, so now I caught him. Nice. I did forget about Lucario. I don't know how I forgot Lucario. Lucario's another one of those furry bait Pokemon, and I'm okay with that. Agility is speed boost move. That's kind of what I remember. It's just a +2 speed. Do with that what you will. Well, I do have extreme speed, but that also that doesn't increase my speed, but that does, I believe, let me attack first. So I'm keeping extreme speed. I don't think I want to replace anything here, especially since Thunder Wave like quarters an enemy's speed. So why should I try and increase my speed in one turn and get hit if I could both quarter a Pokemon's speed and make it so that they have the ability to not attack that turn? So I'm keeping everything. I'm not learning agility. But yeah, do you guys have any sort of nostalgic YouTubers and stuff? You can include anyone that's still around. You can include people that you once watched but then learned something about them and stopped watching them and shit like that. Yeah, I'm curious because like I've talked about, I do have a wide... I say I have a wide variety of like Let's Players that I've watched, but I also do like watching quality content and not like bullshit. So I don't really watch many of those fake Let's Player YouTubers, and especially the ones that play the horror games where they're just screaming into their mics so much all the time that it's constantly clipping out like this. And also, I just don't watch like the fake Let's Player that's just like, you can tell that they're just not authentic when they do shit. Dan TDM, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and Game Theory. Oh yeah, Game Theory. I was also a big fan of Game Theory back then. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, if you excuse me, Graveler. Alright, we have definitely made some progress on, we've gotten Charcoal to our desired level. We have brought Alfie and Dare up from their lower level existences. So now everyone is above level 35, so that's good to see. I know I've been, like, occasionally stopping to, like, talk about random shit and stuff, but it is good to see that we are still making decent progress even after all that. Todd? The fuck are you doing, Todd? I don't care. Chugga, Stampy, Dan, Jontron, some Storytime animators, most of which I have unsubbed from. There's a few more that are gone now, not just in the doesn't make videos anymore way, but in the YouTube channel is gone way. Yeah, Red Wolf Gamer was one of those for me. I remember, like, I can't remember what year it was. I want to say it was, it might have been before 2020. It might have been before 2020. But I can't remember. But Red Wolf Gamer was sort of up there in the likes of Markiplier and Yummy Mash at the time in terms of horror game playthroughs. I hate to say this, especially since of the knowledge that I know about Red Wolf Gamer now, but he has Nintendo Capri Sun's humor. Like, most of the time he makes jokes, it's a lot of, like, there's a lot of vulgar humor in his videos. And I remember liking watching his videos a lot, but then one time his channel was just gone, I believe. And I was like, what the fuck happened? So I searched up what happened to Red Wolf Gamer, and then a video popped up with, I think, that same exact question in the title. And then they talked about the things that they learned when trying to search up what the hell happened, and it is not something that I want to talk about here. He did a very bad thing. So, that's all I'm gonna say about it. So yeah, that's kind of what I mean when I say I've had my fair share of those kinds of YouTubers that I used to watch, and then I don't watch them anymore either because of the things that I learned about them, or because they disappeared because of the things that they've done. And shit like that. Popular MMOs was one I liked, but then they went south. Popular MMOs does sound kind of familiar, but I don't think I've watched many of their videos. I do like the bike music, but I do like the cave music more, which is why I've been putting the bike on. I'm talking about the bike as if it's an article of clothing. Hey kids, don't forget to put your bikes on before you go out today. Okay, mom. Or dad. Mom, dad. Dad, mom. That almost sounded like I said dead mom. The new Comedy Central. Right. Dead mom, rag around the duty. Bye bye, say ba da ba dee boo. What about you, Carnage? I did see you just a little bit ago. And what about you, Ghostwolf? Do you guys have anything you want to say about the the types of YouTubers you watch, regardless of whether you still watch them or not. Because, man, YouTube was... I still get nostalgic with those early days of YouTube. But I am at a point in my life where I'm not trying to catch those kinds of nostalgic thrills anymore. Which is good, because you generally don't want to drown yourself in nostalgia. That's not good. The past is nice to look back on, but you shouldn't try and exist in the past. It is fun to experience it every once in a while, though. Don't watch most streamers beside you? Nothing matters to me. Alright. So you don't have any, like, you don't have many YouTubers that you just watch? Popular MMOs that made Minecraft mod reviews and often made mods from different mobs, okay. Dedicated arena map. Ah, okay. Wait, was Popular MMOs, did they have like a TNT skin? If they take your past, you have every right to try and reclaim it. Yeah, no, I'm... You have a few people? Nice. Level 38 for Alfie. 69, 68, 90, 71, 89. I do watch a lot of popular channels, but, you know, I don't watch any of the popular mainstream channels, I'd say, except for a few, like Markiplier. I don't really watch many of his videos now, but I'm still a big fan of Markiplier, and will occasionally check out a video if it interests me. You don't do anything popular. If anything gets popular, you quickly abandon it. I'm sorry to hear that. I was once that way too, but, you know, I eventually abandoned that when I realized I like good content. I don't particularly care whether or not it's popular. Channels, yes, but not streams. Ah, okay. So you have a lot more people? Oh, okay. If it's popular, it's streamed. By fucking casual filth. I do personally think that if you let something like popularity get in the way of you enjoying something, then eventually you're gonna run out of things. I can understand where you're coming from, though, because, like, I think especially nowadays, fandoms are sometimes getting worse. Because, like, I was having this conversation with, like, someone in the Discord I'm a part of. In like, the era of, like, FNAF and Undertale, when those games released, and hell, even other stuff like Bendy and the Ink Machine and Cuphead, when those later released. Those spawned huge fucking fan bases, mostly of children, which was not really their prime demographic that they were trying to aim for, but due to the fact that, like me at the time, even though I was actually a teenager during that time, there was a lot of other kids that were like me that were on YouTube watching videos they probably shouldn't have, and thus got exposed to, like, these kinds of games that I would say as a teenager, you know, at least that makes sense, because, you know, they're not really a kid anymore, and FNAF and Undertale and stuff like that were not really known for being, like, too mature, but still, kids were, like, there's a bunch of kid fans of, like, FNAF, the game series where the backstory is that multiple children have died and are haunting animatronics that are out for your blood now. And Undertale, where it has, like, just it has a really good story behind many parts of the game, but then it just gets ruined by fanon because they're like, haha, I want to bone the bone guy. Haha, ha, 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 ha. So yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from. It does feel like a lot of fandom type shit does ruin a lot of that stuff. Which is why sometimes it is good, it is okay to just, like, ignore them. Just don't look at the online for Undertale. It is good, yeah. Found a game after League of Legends I really loved. Main admin griefed it and then fucking mentally deranged casual shot all over it, and now it's a soulless husk. It wasn't even a popular game and they ruined it. Can't enjoy anything because of Nazi elitist fucks. Yeah. Or if it dark stuff with fire, yeah. There. A lot of those chronically online fans will just take whatever the fuck they want to from the media that they're fans of and just kind of warp it in such a way, like... agree, Golden. I do like... I was also mentioning that with the same person I was talking about this earlier with, but it's, there are so many fucking AUs for Undertale, like alternate universes, to the point where there's even an alternate universe where, like, a glitchy Sans was trying to literally destroy the multiverse or something like that. Like, sometimes I can just look at some of them and go, I like the designs, but, you know, it's not really my thing to just try and enjoy another, an alternate universe of the game. Mod, definitely, but, you know, I guess most of those fans weren't able to, like, create the fan games for them or modify Undertale itself. Yeah. 'Cause, like, you like Inverted Fate because it actually has a unique storyline? Yeah. So, like, here's an example for, like, the warped ideas that fanon creates. Tell me what you know about both Papyrus and Sans, the two biggest known characters of that game. I'd probably argue that they're more well known than even Flowey and the character you play as. And, you know, shit like that. Tell me what you know about them. Funny skeletons that you end up trying to kill anyway. Sans is a funny guy hiding a depressing backstory. Alright. Sans is a comedian and manipulator. You're gonna gloss over what? Did I gloss over something? Papyrus is just a goofy, pure-hearted skeleton. I want to say I did actually, like, see a video that someone made. Gaster did it. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can actually find it, since we're talking about it. Alright, well, I guess I'll just do this. There's a video. Why is there Gotcha Life shit immediately when I try searching this up? I'm not looking for the whatever the hell Gotcha Club shit this is. Where's the actual video? It was like an actual video. Why is there so many of this shit? Where was it? Hold on. This is important. Oop. I have many thoughts on Undertale characters. Yeah, Sans is an amazing character, and people just kind of disregarded a lot of that, I know. Can't the kids just fucking do something else? Yeah, like make books out of their own paper and make book games like I did back in the day. Alright. Well, the first video that I found that was actually like this. Papyrus is a guy with high aspirations trying to be a positive light despite the situation they're in. Yeah. Papyrus is like, he's always striving to be his best, and even in like the genocide route, when you actually murder him, he's like, I believe in you, human, you can do it. Like, he's still rooting for you despite the fact that he just got fucking murdered by you. And, you know, it's like, and some characters in Undertale, in regards to Papyrus, they're like, he's got like a great heart, and he's actually like really great at some things. I just don't want him to experience the shit that is the world. That's specifically referring to Undyne. I think Undyne said something like that. She didn't want Papyrus to be like ruined or something because of his good-hearted nature. Didn't watch brainwash shit, that didn't even make me laugh. I understand, yeah. What do you mean which Undertale we're talking about? We're talking about Undertale. We're talking about regular Undertale. No alternate universes, just regular Undertale. Unless you think about if we're talking about Undertale or Deltarune, in which we're still talking about Undertale. Deltarune is its own thing. I haven't really experienced much of that game. Did I call Papyrus dumb? I didn't mean to. He's not really dumb. He's just like, he's great at stuff. It's just he's too kind of a person, and some of the characters think are like afraid that that's gonna end up hurting him one day. A lot of people think he is. Yeah, and that does suck, because he is genuinely a great character. He's the best support character. He's like, hell, even at the end, I think I understand why a lot of people call him dumb, and I think that's because of the thing with him and Flowey and the like best route, the golden route, where he's like, he got everyone together, and they're like, how did you know to bring everyone here? Let's just say a tiny flower helped me. Flower? I'm talking about the game Undertale and like just the canon characters. I'm not talking about any sort of timeline shenanigans. Also, timelines, I did kind of forget that that was the thing with Undertale, but because of the fact that determination is an actual part of the storyline and stuff, determination is used to like save your game, and when shit happens, like if you die or if you reset, it doesn't necessarily fully reset, and some of the characters can still vaguely remember something happening. Like if you get like classic example, if you kill Toriel and then you feel bad about it, and so you reload your save file and spare Toriel, and then you go into the room, Flowery will know that you killed Toriel beforehand and then spared her life by reloading. That's a different timeline. And so because of that, it is, I guess, difficult to talk about Undertale without mentioning timelines and shit. But I'm here to not talk about timelines and shit. I'm just talking about the regular characters. To be fair, Flower is a manipulator, so it's not fully the fault of Papyrus. Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't necessarily call Papyrus dumb because of that one instance. He is pretty smart. He is a bit goofy though, and I guess at least one other time where you could technically call him dumb is when his puzzle machine fails. Or it technically fails by creating a perfect path for you to pass through without encountering any of the obstacles, and then he just kind of spins away having fun. But I view that as him having fun. He's like, you can't get past this tile trap. And then activates it, and it creates just a perfect path for you, and then he just kind of twirls off into the distance. I honestly, though, I am having a bit of trouble actually remembering what part of Sans is fanon and which parts of Sans is canon. I think, if I am actually remembering this correctly, a lot of fanon Sans is just like a lazy ass bum that live solely on puns and ketchup. Meanwhile, like, Canon Sans is just depressed because he's one of the few characters that can specifically remember each timeline that happens to him. Sans and Flower are the only two characters that can fully remember shit happening in the timelines. Every other character either doesn't notice at all, or they have like the faintest feeling of deja vu when something similar happens. One of his biggest faults is how trusting he is of others, but I also admire that in him a bit. Yeah, because that's just how Papyrus is. He's kind. He wants to be a part of the royal guard. It's a big aspiration, and he can do it. He is very powerful. I will admit, I am a big fan of that one post that I saw where someone was saying Papyrus is the strongest character in Undertale. A lot of the other characters in battle kind of move and jiggy around, but Papyrus just stands perfectly still and is always able to like stop hitting you, like stop hurting you anymore when you reach a specific health so that he can capture you, which shows a lot of restraint on his part. And I'm a big fan of that post. That personally is part of my canon, my personal fanon of Papyrus, because it does make sense. That does take a lot to just try and prevent someone from, like, try and prevent the character from being killed. Because even Toriel can make that kind of mistake. When you're in her boss fight, like, when you get killed in her battle, you can see a split second of her holding her hands over her mouth. Like, oh my god, I accidentally killed this kid. Meanwhile, Papyrus doesn't have that problem. Anytime you get close to death, he stops. Papyrus has more puns in Undertale than Sans. Yeah, that's another thing, especially looking at some of the comments on this video that I had up that I'm probably not going to show. Someone made a comment saying, Sans, puns. Canon Papyrus, I'm smiling and I hate it. Fanon Papyrus, anger. Yeah, it is very hard to do, but it can happen. So, like, she is powerful, but you can circumvent that. Papyrus immediately stops hurting you the moment you get low enough for him to capture you again. Also, I see a comment on this video. Fanon Sands, I'm depressed and I hate myself. Cannon Sands, hey, me too. Anyways, you want a hot dog? So, I guess I might have had Fanon and Cannon Sands reversed. Because Cannon Sands is definitely a bit more, like, laid back and shit. Probably because he is trying to mask that kind of shit. Especially because he is trying to help out his brother. But then Fanon just has Sans be a depressed little hive. We forgot Papyrus can fly in canon. Popular misconception, Sans can't remember timelines, but he's very good at reading your expression. Ah, okay. I thought he could. Although, since... I guess the reason why it's only Sans and Flower that I thought that could fully remember timelines was because Flower has fought Sans before. And it's probably why Sans knows about the timelines and shit, because he's dealt with that shithead Flower before. You would see an oddballish, strange-esque, short humanoid-like, but not quite skeleton with eyes. He has arms, legs, 2 bones. His shoes are currently on his head. He extends long bone hand at you and say, "Name Snaz." I think that's just a theory, because a game theory. I almost missed the opportunity. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I think that was a theory made by Matt Pat for that one video. Like, his next Undertale theory, maybe? No, I think it was his first Undertale theory, because he theorized that Sans is actually Ness, and that the thing that he theorizes that Sans is working on is actually, like, the time machine thingy that Ness was originally put in, or something like that. The one that looks like a Mr. Saturn dude. My friend who is no longer alive wrote that like 7 years ago, so it's good to hear someone read it out for the first time. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope they're in a better place. What's the theory? Do you not know of the meme? That's just a theory, a game theory. That was because of Game Theory, that one YouTube channel that we talked about earlier. Sans is canonically a scientist. During your date with him before you enter the core, he jokes about how you've never died before. If you actually died during the playthrough of the game, he can tell from your expression. Ah. I'm glad to hear that, Carnage. Yes. Shed your confusion, duo strike. And you paralyze this bitch. There we go. Nice. It's been a while since I've actually fully interacted with Undertale stuff, so there are gonna be some parts that are a bit fuzzy, and I can't actually remember whether or not the Sans is actually like an actual sort of scientist thing. I know that Alfie is like the royal scientist. Like the high scientist or something like that, but all I remember about Sans in regards of being like a scientist is like the theory that he's working on the thing in the shack thing, and then the thing with W.D. Gaster. Because due to the nature of W.D. Gaster, that leads to a lot of theories and interpretations and stuff. I mean, just look at you. You haven't died a single time. What's with that look on your face? Am I wrong? I like that you actually kept the way Sans actually has his speeches typed out. That is my favorite part about Papyrus and Sans. Papyrus has all caps just on, and Sans doesn't even use the shift to capitalize certain letters. I mean, it doesn't show in game, but you know, that's why we have writing like that. It's to imply stuff like that. Because obviously, yeah, Frisk's expression doesn't really change, but it is kind of a situation where having him say something like that implies that Frisk does get an expression on their face when he does say that. That's like an instance of, I'd say, writing done right in something like that, cause I mean, yeah, I can understand if, you know, that it would look cooler if Frisk's expression did change, but at the same time, I think for the presentation of the game, I like the fact that Frisk's expression doesn't change at all. Frisk is mostly supposed to be, even though they are a named character by the end, and I know their name is technically a spoiler, but at the same time, this is one of those spoilers that have existed, that have been like spread around for so long that people just naturally bring it up in conversation. It's not like I have to hide Frisk's name if someone in chat was playing Undertale for the first time, because they would probably have heard of the name. Meanwhile, I can't talk much about Thousand Year Door stuff right now because Golden's in the chat, and I really want him to experience the game before I start talking about actual spoilery stuff. Yeah, like, theoretically, yeah, you can change their sprite, probably, technically, but I think for the presentation of the game, Frisk is representing... Frisk is the way you interact with the world of Undertale. So they have a blank expression so that you can basically project yourself onto Frisk. Even though they are technically a character with maybe technically their own personality that might be based off how you interact with stuff in the game, but it's still you, to quote a line from the game. Despite everything, it's still you. I never really minded that part that much. That could just be me though. But I do appreciate the part of the story that provides, where Azrael thought that you were the character that you named them, but then it turned out to be just a completely different character. I would provide more of my criticisms, but that would mean I'd have to play through the game in order to actually get those criticisms, because I haven't even beaten Undertale, like, before I started doing these streams. Like, last time I remember playing Undertale, I was stuck on Muffet. But yeah, I do remember hearing, like, at several points in my life, people criticizing Undertale. Like, in the comments of a particular song in Off's soundtrack, I do remember someone saying that they didn't like the way that Undertale handled the morality kind of thing, as opposed to the way the morality shit was handled in Off. Which, I can understand where they're coming from, but I still think Undertale was, like, the way Undertale did it was alright. It's literally your choice to do all that shit, you know. And I can see where Toby is going with, like, having most of the stuff for genocide be not fun, except for, like, the two considered to be best bosses in the game. Now hearing about someone complaining about the true pacifist ending, I can understand where you're coming from. I guess I just don't mind too much about that twist. But yeah, in order to actually provide my criticisms on that kind of stuff, I would need to play through the game. Which, at the moment, I can't do because that's a game I have planned for the backlog, and I'm currently playing through Pokemon Crystal on the back burner. That's a game I have planned for the back burner, and I'm currently playing this game on the back burner. Yeah, I think that's kind of how I feel too, Golden. It's like, and, oh, Dra's now level 39. 89, 71, 73, 73, 74. And Alfie gained some experience as well. It's like, it's not that your character that you named didn't have anything to do in the story. It's just that the game cleverly hides the fact that the character you named is technically part of the backstory and not the character you're actually playing. I'm okay with that. Even if it maybe didn't work out the way Toby Fox intended it, I could at least see what he was trying to do. And he at least didn't mangle it to all hell. Because he definitely could have screwed that up, but I think the way he did it was alright. Alright? I meant to say alright, with an A, not an O. Alrighty. Hey Golden, you know what you can do in regards to that if you want to play some more Undertale? I've heard that people, once they get like the true golden ending to Undertale, that they copy whatever file has like the true ending on it or whatever, or maybe just copy the entire data of the game and just put it into like a separate like USB drive or something like that, and have it be stored there so that at least on your USB drive they still have their happy ending, and then you can go back and play Undertale again because now you have them saved. I'm calling it the true golden ending mostly because I can't fully, I keep forgetting that it's like the endings are named like true pacifist ending. I'm mixing true pacifist ending with TV tropes golden ending trope. It's on me Switch? Buy it on computer and beat it on computer then. I'm just kidding. Alfie is now level 39. 71, 70, 92, 72, 92. Alright, well, ever since I started training Dreyer and Alfie together, they've essentially kind of stayed the same level, despite Dreyer starting at a higher level this stream. In my head, it's a Wreck-It Ralph situation in there. Aww. So what you're saying is that the Undertale characters are interacting with, like, the other characters from the other games you have on your Switch? That's actually cool. Hey, it's night. Alright, well. I may be a grown man, but I still have a childish imagination. That's good. You should keep that. I have heard that. It's like the Mew Mew thingy. I know most of the stream was just grinding Pokemon and then, like, deep discussions about shit, but honestly, that was still pretty fun. I had a lot of fun discussing all the things that we discussed tonight. I love those kinds of conversations. Yeah, I probably could have done a better job at keeping up with fighting, but at the same time, sometimes I did have to, like, scroll through chat and then search stuff up, but, you know, it was still fun. I can understand people like Gabriel when he appeared in chat at times, especially during the last few parts of the Thousand Year Door. I do understand people wanting, like, the streamer to actually keep playing the game, but this is just a grind fest at this point. I'm actually, well, I shouldn't say grind fest, that sounds too rude. And I mean, thanks to speed up, it's not like I'm having, like, a hard time with anything. It's not even that tedious right now, especially since I have people in chat keeping me company and chatting about stuff. But, you know, sometimes those are the best kinds of streams when, you know, you're doing what the game essentially what is essentially like what's the word I'm looking for? I had a word and now I don't remember the word, but it's like you're during those points where the game requires you to do a lot of monotonous work, for lack of a better word. You know, just hanging out and stuff like that does help keep stuff interesting and entertaining, because all that's happening is just like Pokemon fight, Pokemon level up. Pokemon fight, Pokemon level up. But yeah, this was fun. We have Pokemon that are past level 35 now. No one's below that. And I consider that a success. And we also have one Pokemon that's already at the level that we want them to be. Alright, so as a reminder, I will not be doing a stream tomorrow, technically tonight. I will not be doing the stream on Thursday because I need to wake up early on Friday because of the interview thing that I have at like 9:30ish. On Friday though, bet your ass I'm coming back to this game. We are so close. I think it's alright if I just spend the rest of like the next few streams trying to beat this game, because I think we can beat it, and at least if not next stream, then the stream after that. Chuckle together. Yeah. But yeah, that is the plan. Is that tomorrow on Thursday, Thursday night, there will not be a stream. Friday we'll have the stream, Friday night. And then maybe a stream on Saturday as well, we will have to see. It will most likely happen though, because it is the weekend and I don't have to worry about work on the weekend. But anyways, thank you guys for joining. It was nice chatting with all of you while we got through some more Pokemon leveling. I enjoyed the conversations we've had, and I hope you guys get some rest. Especially since I really can't stream tomorrow, so have fun actually getting some rest. Alright, see you guys.